What up? Thank you for joining another episode of Sports Shorts and Passports. I'm the real Don P. I'm your host and creator. And yeah, today's a good day for Chicago baseball. The Chicago White Sox won and the Cubs won. So, hooray. Um, the Cubs won in crazy fashion. They ended up pounding Cal Freeland to the tune of 9 hits, 7 earned runs. Like they just basically killed him. Um, sorry, I'm trying to see these stats, guys, so I can give y'all this correct information. And also have this sorry, so professional by me. All right, we locked in now. So we had a really good performance by Seiya Suzuki, who had a home run in 4 at-bats. He had 2 hits, 2 RBIs, and a homer. Then Garrett Cooper, he looked really good this game. He had 4 at-bats, 3 hits, 3 RBIs, a home run, and a walk. So he looked really good. Nick Magical looked really good, too. He had some good plays on defense. He also had, in 5 at-bats, he had 2 hits and 3 RBI. So the Cubs end up running away with this game 12-2 and just really beating Colorado's brains in, basically. Ian Happ also had a good game with 4 at-bats, 2 runs, 2 hits. I still like him in the leadoff spot, but I like him batting lower. Christopher Morel also had a home run today. And then Dansby Swanson also had 2 hits today. So overall, the Cubs really showed out today. They really did what they were supposed to do. Nico Horner is still kind of scuffling. He still don't have a hit. He got 1 hit so far this year, I think. So we got to get him right. But other than that, man, the Cubs look good. Miguel Amaya also didn't have a hit this game. So that was kind of disappointing. But I would say this was a really good game. If you're looking for stuff, that would be certain little stuff. Javier Assad pitched a really good game, 6 innings, 5 strikeouts. He looked like he did last year. He's just that guy that's going to do everything the club needs him to do. He's going to go out there, give you 5 to 6 solid innings against most teams. Some of the elite teams even, he pitches pretty well against as well. So, yeah, that was a really good game. I thoroughly enjoyed watching it. And I think honestly the Cubs showed me something this game, just that once they got their foot on the team's neck, they're not gonna let up. The Cubs were up by 8 runs or whatever, and Seiya Suzuki is still hitting screamers and liners, and I think that's good. You need that. On another note, something I wanted to address is man, Chris Bryant is falling off a fucking cliff. What's going on? Excuse my language, but yeah, Chris Bryant sucks now. He's not good at all. He's terrible. He looked bad. He's had some bad, games, but man, he looked really bad. And we're gonna get into this White Sox game, which honestly was kind of it kind of angered me a little bit at a couple points. But the Sox ended up winning. Crochet pitches a really good game. My bad if I'm delayed. Got to get a better computer probably or something like that. But we gonna work. We rocking it out. We thugging it out. So yeah, Garrett Crochet has a good game. Yeah, it was also they just signed Mike Clevenger, which I don't understand that, but whatever they want to do, to each his own, right? They're their own team. They can do what they want to do. Anyhow, White Sox win 3-2 over the Braves. Garrett Crochet gets the win. He pitched phenomenally. That guy was out there dealing. He looks like an ace. Their decision to start him was very smart. it's looking like it was the right move to do, right? Michael Kopech got the save too. He almost lost it, but it's cool. I want to talk about some of the hitters for White Sox. Like Andrew Vaughn did not look great this game. He did get the game-winning RBI though. Luis Robert just has no awareness out there of situational hitting. Like he's just swinging for the fences every time. Nicky Lopez is a slap hitter. Paul DeYoung came into the game and hit one out, so that was interesting. Gavin Sheets needs to play more. Like he looks like he's probably going to be their best hitter with Eloy out. So I don't have a problem with this game. The White Sox won it how they were supposed to. You had well, I do have one problem. I thought that Pedro Gaffal wasn't making enough moves or being a good enough manager, but he got the win. So let's just leave it at that. We'll save that for later because some of the calls some of the things that he decided on and not decided on were kind of questionable. He left Garrett Crochet in the game for like extra time, which didn't need to be done. And then he won't pinch hit for some guys who are obviously struggling. I mean, he pinch hit for Brad Shoemake, who is not struggling with Paul DeYoung, and he actually that was a great move. But I mean, pinch hitting for Fletcher like later in the game, whatever. Fletcher wasn't hitting anything this whole game. Like, guy doesn't look good out there at bat. So we'll see, man. We'll see. But the White Sox won. They now 1-4 on the season. Garrett Crochet pitches 7 innings of, just like dominant baseball against a Braves team that's no slouch. Like, I mean, they got a home run or two off of him, but that was it. That was it. Yeah, 7 innings for Garrett Crochet, 8 strikeouts. He got a 1.38 ERA on the season. Like, my man's is balling out. Like, no comparison. The next topic I want to touch on is this Angel Reese, Caitlin Clark situation. I really enjoy their rivalry. Like, I don't think it's a bad thing. Angel Reese got a decision to make. If she want to go pro or if she want to stay in college. Caitlin Clark is going pro, but she's still in the tournament. Angel Reese already won a national championship. Now it's Caitlin Clark's turn if she can. They have a rivalry. That's cool. People are making it more than what it should be because Angel Reese is flamboyant and kind of like confident, or like, if you want to go too far with a phrase, cocky. But I don't think so. I think she just hooping. Like, if you ain't never really hoop, I guess you wouldn't understand. Like, I'm not trying to be an apologist, but if you out there and y'all are hooping and they talking crazy on the other side, it's just gonna come from you as well. Like, it's not gonna be one end. Or if you perceive stuff as like, they are being a certain way. Like, I guess up to that point last year, Caitlin Clark had been kind of clowning on a lot of stuff, doing a lot of stuff like in game that was kind of silly. But now, she's I'm checking on some stuff on my phone. Now she's in the next round. Like, she got her situation, she good. So let's see what comes of it. Hopefully she can win the championship like Reese did last year. I think going forward for Iowa is going to be tough, but man, Caitlin Clark can ball. Like, she's shooting threes from wherever. I think really what happened last night, and I believe we would have saw Angel Reese defending Caitlin Clark had she not, on the block that she got on Caitlin Clark, hurt her ankle. Her ankle was already tender apparently, but like, when she got that block, she went all out to jump and block it, and it affected her for the rest of the game. She was limping, but I can't even knock her because she came back out there and really played. She still got out there, still got at it on a bum ankle. So let's give it up for her. And yeah, let's give it up for Iowa too. They won. They did what they were supposed to do. You know, you had a player on the other side who, before they injured their ankle, she made 6 of 8 shots, really 6 of 7 before she hurt her ankle. And then after that, you could just see it was a difference in her game. Like she just, I mean, that's not an excuse. She played. If she would have stayed out, then, you know, maybe they would have said she was soft or whatever. I don't know. And I don't really care. She got a choice to make. She making millions in NIL in college. She can be the biggest star in college next year, or she can come to the WNBA, which to me is not a bigger game than NC2A women's. Like, it's just not right now. But the question is, though, will it be as big of a game if Caitlin Clark is out of it? Can Angel Reese be the main face of, you know, women's basketball next year? That's an interesting question, and like I think it'll be answered, you know, pretty soon. But yeah, just to wrap it up, the Cubs won, beat the Rockies by a lot, put football numbers up on them, double digits, 12-2, and then the White Sox won 3-2 against a World Series contending team in the Atlanta Braves. So, you know, clap it up to them. Thank y'all for tuning in to Sports Shorts and Passports, episode 2. Man, like, we'll be back tomorrow after the game and the next day and the next day. So tune in here for sports and traveling from a melanated perspective. Sports Shorts and Passports. We out tonight. Peace. Thank y'all for joining too, by the way. And also like and subscribe.